Yeah, what up, y'all? Yeah, so back to the grind. So Sunday right now, what I usually do is I go to the truck first and I just throw my bags in there, or, you know, the things that I'm gonna need for the time that I'm gonna be gone. But for the regular, for the past couple months, I've been home every Sunday. Well, not every Sunday, bugging. I've been home every weekend, so my bag don't be too heavy. I could have walked with it and then just hopped in the truck from the crib, because I walked from the crib over to the truck. I could have walked with the bag, my backpack, and then of course I got the dog in the other hand on the leash, right? I could have did all that, but sometimes I like walking freely. Yeah, I like walking freely, so I put the bag. I like to load the truck up first. So we're back at the crib right now anyway. It's a less than a 5-minute drive when there ain't nobody in your way. But walk is about a 20-minute walk, I'll say. About a 20-minute walk. It's good for the dog though. I like the parking deck for the fact that I never have no problem finding parking, ever. But when it comes to the guest parking, it's trash over here. Definitely trash. They could do better when it comes to that. I don't feel like your guests should have to pay to park at no point in time. So what they do is they give you 5 free passes a month, and then after the 5, they get half off. Your guests get half off on the parking. So whatever that is, the amount of time that they stay, they get half off. I don't really like that. It shouldn't be like that at all. But we're gonna go grab Deuce and we out of here. "20 minutes later, back up in the truck. Hold up, it's hot out this month. I know they said we're about to get a change of temperature, change of weather, but that ain't the case just yet. Still out here baking. They said we're gonna get a little taste of winter. So I ain't planning on going out Midwest or West anyway. I got this load that I'm about to go pick up. So this is the route that we're about to take to go pick it up. Shit, I'm on shot clock behavior right now, bro. Yeah, I'm on shot clock timing right now. Buzzer beater. I was in the crib. You know when you in the crib, you don't be in a rush to get out like that. I got 2 hours, about 2 hours and 15 minutes to get to Aikens, South Carolina, for where I'm at. They say they close at 4 o'clock. Well, the time frame is from 8 to 4, and right now it's 1:30. So we gotta get shaking. They got the Panthers game going on right now, which is a good thing. So there ain't gonna be no traffic right now. So getting up out of here should be no problem. Big deal. That's a big deal. So we're gonna crank it up and we're gonna slide. Yo, look, I understand. Look, I might be biased in this situation, obviously, because I'm a truck driver. But I don't feel like there's any other profession out here that deal with more shit than we deal with. Yeah, I said that. I don't think there's any other profession that out here on these roads that deal with what we deal with. Half of the shit that we deal with. Alright? We gotta worry about DOT. We gotta worry about where we gonna park at. We gotta worry about goofy ass drivers. Most importantly, you know, shout out to Taliban, man. We got worry about all of that. But this right here is crazy. Yo, I had this on my phone for a minute. Hey, I meant to talk about it, but I've been out the way, staying low. But look at this shit right here. Look at this shit right here. Come on, man. Come on, man. Yo, this one thing when it comes to a relationship, situationship, whatever you want to call it, and that's respect. There's no way on God's green earth that Shorty respect that man, bro. And more than likely, it was probably his idea to have Shorty on the truck with him, and she gonna throw a cup of noodles in your face while you sitting behind the steering wheel, bro. Yo, look, I don't even know what would be my reaction to that. What would I do in that situation, bro? So not only do you have to worry about DOT and all this other shit, now you got to worry about the person that you riding with, if there's any level of respect in the truck with you. And I'm pretty sure he probably, you know, try to keep the relationship together and all that, so he gonna be riding around with her. Do I think she a driver? Probably not. Nah, I don't think she a driver, bro. I don't think she no type of driver, because she would know the level of disrespect. And obviously the truck wasn't moving, right? The truck wasn't moving, but if the truck was moving, my man had a seatbelt on, so he probably just stopped or about to pull off, either or.
That shit is crazy, man. And if you had to ask me, he probably still with her. You know what I'm saying? That little thing too good, so he just be like, all right, we gonna work it out, man. You could never do that. Yep. I think the number one thing for you to be a successful truck driver, owner operator, whatever you want to call it, you gotta have 0 things on your mind that stresses you out. Yeah, KB, that might be impossible. I understand that, but there's things that you can't control in your area, in your circumference, in your space, in your face, that won't bring no stress to you. And I'll be damned if it's gonna be that, bro. You ain't gotta be on the truck with me. You ain't gotta be riding. You can stay at home and worry about what the hell I'm out here doing, because I'm pretty sure that's what it be most of the time. Hey, if you gotta ride with me just so you can keep your eyes on me, I don't want no parts of that, bro. Hell nah. You gotta do better than that, bro. To old buddy, whoever you are, that got the suit splashed up on your face and all that, man, I hope you're doing better, bro. I hope you're doing better. I hope you realize, like, hey, what the hell am I doing? What am I putting up with? I'm out here running the roads, getting to the money, trying to make sure I'm straight. If my family not straight, trying to make sure everybody's straight. And I got to deal with the level of disrespect, sitting up in the truck. Now I got 36 cents on my face of hot water. Man, shit. Couldn't be me. But I understand, I guess. Then I hear people saying, hey, man, that shit was just a skit, bro. They be just playing around like that. Hey, I don't know, man. It might be something wrong with my ears, because I heard a sizzle. You feel what I'm saying? When that shit hit that boy chin, I heard a little sizzle going on. Hey, if that's a skit, they did a hell of a job with the sound effects. You know what I'm saying? Everything was pinpoint perfect. But on the real, that level of disrespect, man, you better off just being by yourself, riding around in the truck, and figuring it out, because that ain't it. But to each his own. If that make you happy, you like it, shit, I love it. My man on fire. Made out here in one piece. I would say in a timely fashion, if you ask me. 5 minutes to the hour. Yeah, they needed me to be out here full, but hey, it is what it is. But they got us checking in. I gotta get on this payphone real quick. Hey, remind me of them days. Remind me of the golden days, man, the good days. But I gotta get on this payphone, let them know I'm here. You check in, go through the gate, find me a dock. Told me to go to dock 1, make a little quick maneuver, nothing to it. Real talk, if more places was like this, that had you picking up, or that could have you picking up on the Sunday, the weeks would be so much more lucrative. That's the thing. A lot of these places ain't picking up on no Saturday, no Sunday, man. Picking up on the Sunday, picking up on the Saturday on the regular, man, that shit would be sweet. But obviously that ain't the case. If this spot was a little bit closer to the crib, yeah, I would find these loads and get these loads on the regular. Because I do be seeing them on Sundays, but sometimes I don't really feel like heading out there on no Sunday. You know what I mean? 2.5 hours. I try to keep my deadhead to a minimum. That deadhead's only an hour and 40. No, it was 145 miles, I think, from the crib or something like that. Not too bad, but if I could pick up right there in Charlotte, why wouldn't I do that? You know what I'm saying? And more times than not, they be having loads right there in Charlotte. So when I'm ready to reset and get up out of here, I just pick up something out here and make it happen. But let's get them back up into this and pause that. Sound crazy, but y'all know what I mean.
Yo, alright, so I definitely bugged out. Cause I know I had to clean out the trailer and I ain't do it. But then they got a trash can over there. Damn, I bugged out for real, for real. But I made it here though, that's what matters. I gotta get these patties out of here. Cause the last stop, they did me dirty. So I had to move these and throw those in the trash can over there before they even try to load these. So let me move these out the way. Now I gotta make sure there ain't no nails on the floor, because I know I've seen a couple of them. See, here go one right. Oh, no, that's not one. I thought I seen one sticking up that I might have tripped over. I won't see no nails. I A lot of these stops be having nails. They be using wooden blocks to brace whatever they hauling. And then when they drop the trailers, they'll never get the nails up. I don't see none. Hopefully the trailer's clean enough. Cause I don't really feel like going ahead and gonna get the push broom and doing no extra work. I know a lot of people got the air blower so they can clean out the trailer. Definitely easier, I dig that. Some lazy shit if you ask me though. I ain't judging them. To each his own. Do your thing, as long as the job gets done. 25,000 pounds of something. I see it back there, some circle rows or something. I think that's clean enough, man. I ain't gonna lie, my dog be pissing me off when it's time to get out the truck. He be acting scared like he don't want to get out the truck. I don't think he trusts me enough. Like, come on. Look at this shit right here. Come on, bro. Come on. Every time I try to get him, he pull him back. Sometimes I be wanting to stay here for a long time just to see if he ever gonna come. Pause. Hey, yo. But he be scared. I don't know what you... Yo, come on, let's go. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Yo, I'm glad they was able to get me in here, or they wasn't so strict on the time, because I really didn't think I was gonna be able to get loaded today. I had my mindset like, yo, worst case scenario, there's a truck stop up the block not too far away. Well, a little 10 miles. That's up the block for trucker talk. I said, worst case scenario, I'll be able to go kick it over there, then come back in here first thing in the morning, because this load ain't gotta be in Ohio until Tuesday. So I said, shit, it's all good. I wasn't really tripping. And plus it was my fault. You know, when you at home, you're a little lackadaisical, you know, taking your little time, taking my time and all that. I wasn't in no rush to get here. And it was two and a half hours away from the crib, like I said. So we made it here. And young boy doing his thing. I don't know what my week is gonna be like just yet. It'll be nice if I'm having 3 loads. Let's say drop this off Tuesday, find some. Oh, I got something. Oh yeah, I'm going to Virginia. I got another LTL. I forgot about, yo, over here. That's picking up in Pennsylvania. So from Ohio to Pennsylvania, and it's going to Virginia. It's like 4 stops, another LTL in Virginia. It got low miles. It got low miles, and on that one, I'm gonna show the rate on that one. Y'all let me know if it's worth it. All right. So if you're not in here and you're not subscribed, or you just got in here and you're not subscribed, subscribe to the channel so you can get ahead and see what I'm doing with that load. There's some spots in Virginia that I don't really like going with my truck, because the quickest route has the tunnel. You know, our trucks is 13.6, but for some reason my truck, it registers that it's higher than 13.6 when I'm going under them tunnels, when I try to go under them tunnels. Yeah, it registering that my truck is over 13.6, so it makes my route a little longer than it should be. And I'm glad I know that now, so I know which tunnels not even try to play with, and just go the way that I need to go to not waste no time. So with that being said, I gotta plan accordingly to make sure that I'm not running into that problem. I don't want to run into that problem. And I think I should be done with that load. Pick it up Tuesday. I should be done with it by Wednesday. Tuesday, be done with it Wednesday. All day Tuesday, then Wednesday before cutoff time. So I'll be looking for something for Thursday. So I'm just trying to see and make the best options if I'm gonna be back home this weekend or what. But we running it up, man. Start of the week. Let's go. You already know what it is, man. Gonna show y'all what this load look like when it get loaded. I still hear the pressures, you know. I hear and I feel the pressures of, yo, the truck and shit ain't working. Cause look, how I know people are folding up, where I parked my truck at, it used to be about 3 or 4 other people over there parked. Now it's only your boy. All right. I'm not saying, look, I'm not saying I'm the last of the Mohegans or anything like that, and I'm the last one still thriving and surviving out here. That's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is, I know people are folding up, and it's happening every day. But you gotta study the course, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta study the course. Find a way for it to make sense. That's all I'm saying. Find a way for it to make sense. If it ain't making sense, I wouldn't advise you to go ahead and do it. Not in this climate. Not in this climate. And I'm not wanting to get into whether you should be leasing the truck or not leasing the truck. Man, do whatever works for you. Yo, He eats every. Alright, that's it. It's over with. Rolls of whatever that is. They said not to strap it, so we ain't gonna worry about strapping it. That's what they say. That is 23,000 pounds. Going to Wadsworth, Ohio. Wadsworth, Ohio. Hell of a name. Have I been there before? I don't know. Probably. Love when I get a load where you don't really gotta interact too much. They put the paperwork in the back, put the seal in the back. You ain't have to go in there, you ain't have to sign nothing. I like that. So we're gonna go ahead and put this information in. Update, yo, what's up, boy? Go over there, boy. So we're gonna go ahead and put this information in the system. All the paperwork information that we need. We're gonna look up on the map where we gonna stop at, because obviously we're not gonna make it all the way there. So we're gonna look at where we wanna stop at, what make the most sense. Whatever make the most sense, that's what we're gonna stop at. Got my water up front. We don't need to stop for nothing. He got his water. We straight. So whatever make the most sense for us to stop for the night, that's what we're gonna do. I always plan it like that. So let me see what's up. Made it out here to Rock Hill, and look, the whole time I'm driving, I was really contemplating whether or not I'm gonna go home. And yeah, I'm going home. It just makes more sense, you know what I'm saying? Drive 2 hours today and then continue tomorrow and do the whole, you know, the other 5 that I need to do tomorrow. So I'm gonna go ahead and fuel it up from tonight. Yeah, I like this one right here, brand new. It ain't like the last one with the buttons all jammed up and worn the hell out. Touch screen, bro. This is 1286. Yo, random ass thought, yo. Random ass thought. Just imagine from when you first started truck driving with your own truck, that you had a scam artist, you had a scam man, or scam women, because women be scamming too. You had one of them and they gave you an unlimited credit card that you just swipe away for your fuel. Tell me you wouldn't be up $1 million right now. Tell me, comment in the section right now and let me know that you wouldn't be up $1 million right now if you had somebody that had you a card that had the swipe unlimited. Hey, I be thinking about random shit like that because I remember back in the days, I ain't that far back in the days, but there used to be a few people that had them cars that you get some fuel for the low. Well, that was gasoline back then. So now we need it for the diesel, and now we can't find nobody that's on that. Where the hell y'all at? I ain't asking for myself, I'm just saying. I've been doing real good in not hauling nothing that's too heavy, so we're gonna keep that like that. If you ain't paying like you ain't, it's gonna be staying. That's a line that everybody should live by. I might put that on the t-shirt. We're gonna fly to the crib, man. I'm gonna holler at y'all when I get to the crib. Yeah, about 30 minutes away, driving wise. Then we're gonna have to, you know, do that little 20-minute walk, but it's all good. Hey yo, man, just like that, back to the crib. Yo, I ain't even tell y'all the load that I delivered in Florida. Yo, they ain't have no, well, y'all know this anyway. When y'all go to Florida, ain't really shit coming out of there. So what your boy had to do was, yeah, we had to deadhead him to the crib. Yeah, we deadheaded all the way to the crib from Florida. But the good thing was I had a half tank of fuel and I only had to throw like 100 and change up in there after that. So a little loss. It is what it is. You're gonna have to take some shorts. I call that shaving off the top. If you know what that means, you know what that means. So I'm back at the crib with me and my drink, and it worked out the way it's supposed to work out. I said I wasn't trying to, you know, it made no sense for me to drive past home to go sleep at a truck stop when I could just, you know, make it to the crib and stay the extra night at the crib. Now I didn't plan this. It just happened to work out this way, and I'm cool with that. So we're just gonna thug it out Sunday night. Definitely ain't doing anything, because here's the thing. There ain't nothing really to do, but if you find something to do, it's a good chance what you're not looking for is gonna find you. If that make any sense, you know what I mean. But I'm gonna holler at y'all Wednesday.